Yo, so wanted to make this other video, right? Talking about something that I missed. And a friend of mine brought it up, so big ups to him. And that was the whole situation with Charlie Kirk and what President Trump did. Now listen, first of all, I want to say that I understand why he did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I didn't really think much about it, but I did look at it when I heard it. I was like, I don't like that, you know, but then I thought about it, and I know that and I think the reason why Trump did it was because he wanted to like get people mad. You know what I'm saying? And that was the whole flag thing. All right. Half-mast. How do I feel about that? Honestly, I don't like it. I don't like it because that's only hell for people that serve their country. You know what I'm saying? For usually military. I was told to, like, governing politicians and stuff like that. But, you know, this guy, he was an activist, you know what I'm saying, for the conservative side. And he did a lot of stuff for, I guess, let's say, for the Republican Party. But to put the flag at half-mast for a civilian that didn't do anything didn't serve the country. You know what I'm saying? And many people could argue that he did serve by being an activist, by talking, by, you know, and I get it. And I get it. But, you know what I'm saying? That's something that's held special for, you know what I'm saying? For, you know, that in the military. So how do I feel about that? I don't like it. I don't like it. Like I said, my friend was the one who brought it up, and I told him, I was like, yeah, you know, I feel kind of weird about it, but I know that Trump did it to troll the left. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, we talked about it. He said some things that I'm like, nah, I'm not cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So, see, like I said, there's a difference between MAGAs and Trumpsters. I don't agree with that with Trump, and I think it was wrong. You know, so that's all I got to say about that. As far as the other stuff, you know, I have a lot of people telling me that the person that killed him was a Republican and this and the other, or there's no proof of what party affiliation he was in. But come on, people. Critical thinking sometimes and common sense goes a long way. You don't need to wait for the news media to tell you what to think. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually on that side. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, like, he killed a conservative because he didn't believe in he didn't like his message. You know what I'm saying? Remember in the other video I said that the lefties have a look. He kind of fits that look. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it, like, he fits that look, you know, in the male side. So sometimes you just got to think, you know what I'm saying? You don't need people to tell you what to think. Sometimes you just got to be like, yo, like, he killed a conservative. He didn't like his message. What else could it be? You know what I'm saying? Now, taking it away from politics, then yeah, he was a bad person. He didn't like what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was talked about family, God, you know, he was pro-life. Now look, I'm a centrist, but I lean more to the right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pro-choice. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, you know, like, I don't get it. Like, I will vote for a Democrat candidate if their mind is right. If they don't talk about all the other crazy shit that they support, like socialism, transgender. It's not even the transgender. It's like like having kids that they could reassign their gender because they don't feel like something that they are without the parents' permission, underage. Nah, bro. Like, they're in no world is that even right. And if you are one of those people that think that is right, then you have mental problems. You know what I'm saying? And it's, that's all that is. If you're on the right, if you're on the left, if you're in the center, and you think that's good, you have mental problems. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, you could assume or make a educated thought, or yeah, you know, and say that that dude is a leftist, it's a lefty. You know what I'm saying? And can nobody tell me no? Like, anybody with 2 cents in their brain will know that. So that's how I feel about that. The flag thing, that was a little bit too much. You know, moment of silence, yes. You know what I'm saying? Respecting his family and all of that stuff, yes. And for those people, you know, it's hard not to make this political, right? But the left is over here celebrating this shit, or saying like, oh well, he spread you know, like bad messaging, and like, you know, separate, like division and stuff like that. I don't, that's bullshit. Like I used to listen to him, you know what I'm saying? Did I like him? Not that much, you know what I'm saying? Because there were some things that I was like, yo, like he sounded kind of racist, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't spreading hate. Like if somebody was spreading hate, they wouldn't go to a college campus and have people that oppose his belief, like argue with or debate, you know, and he did that. So like, you know what I'm saying? And then this is the other thing. A lot of you will say that he spread a lot of hate and that he's probably a racist. But I don't know if y'all know who Candace Owens is. You know what I'm saying? They were best friends. He put Candace Owens on. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to take my word for it. She did a whole episode on that on her YouTube channel. And also, I don't know if y'all know who Officer Tatum. Yeah, Officer Tatum. Let me see. Yeah, Officer Tatum. You know, I don't know if you know who that is. They were best friends. Like he talked about it. You know what I'm saying? So for the ones that are saying that he was racist or that he was spreading, like, you know, that he thought that black people were nothing, or like he didn't like black people, like, y'all just misinformed and y'all just listening to one side of the story. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in blue sky. Like, I don't get that shit. Like, blue sky, really? Blue sky is just full of hate. And this is from the side that's supposed to spread love. Like, y'all really missing the whole point of what's going on in life right now. Like, that side is just confused, bro. Like, I don't know how you could be a educated or reasonable person and be so far gone. You know what I'm saying? And not making this political, but like, you know, not making this political. Like, we need to come together. I don't give a damn if you believe that the world is round. I'm a flat earther. If you believe that the world is round, like, that's fine. You know, like, you gonna live your life, I'm gonna live my life, and that's it. You know, like, we need to. It's okay to not, you know, not have the same ideas and not think alike. It's fine. You just gotta respect it. Like me, right? I have people that don't agree with me, and they always insulting. And I'm the type of person that I don't insult back, because I let you insult me, so that when I insult you, I'm going to come hard. And if you get your butt hurt, then you're a baby, right? Because you've been insulting me for a while, and I let it fly. You know what I'm saying? So I do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take a lot because when I come, there's no filters. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you know, usually it's that side. Usually, yeah, it's people like that don't think outside the box and don't use their brain. They don't do critical thinking. They don't use their common sense. They just go off. I really don't know what they go off of. But yeah, like, what I'm saying is that we need to come together as people, and, you know, get past this left, right, and I'm right, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're right, because we are in the right. Let me stop. But, you know, just think about that. And, you know, hopefully, at some point, because this really started because Trump is president, bro. Like, don't you see how stupid that is? And like, listen, this is crazy, right? And I know it's because of Trump, right? I know. And that's why I say it's political, because check this out. I have a Cybertruck, right? Before Elon Musk started supporting Trump, I had weird people coming up to me like, oh, this is nice, blah, blah, blah. Matter of fact, not even my Cybertruck, my Model 3, right? The Tesla Model 3. Everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. You know what I'm saying? Then Elon started supporting Trump. I got my Cybertruck because I think that the Cybertruck is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I like the way it looks. It's not because of Elon. It's not because of, I don't know. I'm not going to spend $130,000 on a truck because I want to support a billionaire, Elon Musk. No, I got it because I love the truck. That truck is beautiful, and to each his own, right? But I find it beautiful, and the fact that I don't have to drive. And now, like, all these people that were on that side are on some other shit, like, hating. And I'm a contradiction to the whole thing, right? Because if you own a Cybertruck or a Tesla, they think that you're a white guy that's a racist. Well, I'm a Hispanic guy. I'm Dominican. And when I'm on my, and this is the other crazy shit. When I'm on my truck, like, people look at me like even the haters, they confused when they see me, because they're like, you're not supposed to be in that car. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm blasting bachata, I'm blasting dembow, I'm blasting merengue. You know what I'm saying? I got Dominican flags all over my shit. So they like, even when they give me the finger and then they see the flag or whatever, they look at me like, oh shit, you are the people because the majority are white people. You know what I'm saying? White people. And that fit that category. You know what I'm saying? When they look at me, they're like, oh shit. And they get surprised because they're like, you're the people that we try to protect. But you are doing that. And I'm like, and like, cause I could see it in their face. And I'm like, you're stupid. You're really, really stupid. Like, if you don't get a car, because I could understand it, not supporting certain things because, where the money is going. But this dude didn't do anything. Elon Musk didn't do nothing. Tesla is a business. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't buy that car to support Trump or to support Elon. I bought it because I love the car. There is no car out there right now that looks better than a Cybertruck. Zero. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know I went off topic. The flag should not be a half-mast for this dude. You know what I'm saying? But mad respect to what he did, and my condolences to his family and everything like that. But that shit should be reserved for military and government officials. You know what I'm saying? Period. Not it just shouldn't be anything else. And yeah, and stop hating, like let that shit go. Let that shit go. And I'm talking to the people on the left, because it seems like y'all have like a chip on your shoulder. Y'all angry about something and I'm gonna say one more thing. You need to be careful. You need to be careful, because all this shit that's going on, all this attack on white people, they're gonna get fed up. They're gonna get fed up. And remember, they were the one that built this country on top of slaves, on the backs of slaves, on the backs of minorities, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? They're the majority when it comes to people in power. So you need to chill. You need to chill with this shit. That black fatigue is going to come and bite us in the ass. So chill. Those white people that are protesting or being activists for us, they got, when shit hits the fan, they're white. They're not going to be on our side. So you need to chill. I'm telling you, watch what's going on. I just saw a protest of of white people talking about white men fight back. Like, I'm telling you, this shit is going to get crazy. So y'all need to like think about, you know, the long run, because at the end, look at all the people in power. You know what I'm saying? This is not checkers. This is chess. You know what I'm saying? They are in control. As much as you want to argue or whatever, they are in control. So chill. That does not mean that you got to be, what is it, Uncle Sam or whatever, or a house nigga. That doesn't mean none of that shit. It just means respect others, yo. Respect others. Me as an immigrant, a legal immigrant, I got to respect the rules and regulations of the land that I'm living in, that I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So this goes out to all my immigrants out there, especially if you're illegal. Y'all need to chill. But you know what? It's not even that bad, because a lot of immigrants, especially Hispanics, you know, they fall more to the right because they're more family oriented. You know what I'm saying? So that left shit doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? When you come from a place where family is important, religion is important, the left doesn't make no sense to immigrants. You know what I'm saying? I could speak for Dominicans, or I'm gonna say Dominicans. And for the ones that are Dominicans say this is bullshit, you was not raised over there, or you're Americanized. You know what I'm saying? But I should say that I'm Americanized too, but I still have my traditions of DR. DR is the only country that has a Bible in the flag. And you going to tell me that Dominicans don't fall more on the conservative side. And that's all I got to say about that.